Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's Game Media 6 into place to be for Paper Saber Universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. And we're talking iMPACT. June 20th, 2024. Matthew and Tom on commentary. We're in Chicago. After a great pay-per-view against all odds and everything like that on TNA Plus, which I'm subscribed to, I am enjoying it. I'm trying to find that word to say. Lots of memories going down memory lane and stuff like that. And I've been on a really big action figure hunt lately. And now I found some figures for TNA that I want. I was like, oh, that one would be cool. Oh, that one would be cool. But we start to show off with the system standing tall. And I will say I'm a fucking idiot. Johnny Dango Curtis is there as well. And I was like, who is this guy? And then I kept looking at him. And I'm like, wait a minute. Dango. Fandango. Oh, shit. I don't know why it didn't click. He's not as slick and beautiful. He's still a beautiful man. But still, you know how Fandango was all like no hair, no nothing. You know, I was just like looking rough. And I was like, oh, I don't know why that didn't click. And I think, I got to say, I'm an idiot. And I'm very new to iMPACT and TNA, this current stuff going on. I believe this is my third episode of iMPACT that I'm recording here for the show. But I'm enjoying the ride, and I'm enjoying being like, stopping. And my wife's like, you okay? I was like, I'm a dumbass. That's Johnny Dango Curtis. I know who that is now. Okay. Because when he showed up at the pay-per-view, I was like, who the fuck's this? But he's helping the system. Then here comes Santino. And I really like Moose. When Moose tells Johnny, like, hey, you are not part of the system yet. And he says, we are dominant. And he says, they stacked all the odds against me, but nobody is worthy to come face me for this championship because I'm on a roll. We got WWE working, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't say that, but he says, you're bringing people from other companies to try to take this championship away from me, but it ain't going to happen. But here comes Santino, and he's like, hey, and to that, we're going to have a 6-way match for that championship at Slammiversary, July 20th. And I was like, oh, and he goes, we're going to have 5 matches, all qualifying matches, and those are the ones that are going to be in that match. And the first one tonight for the road to Slammiversary is Josh Alexander versus Eric Young. Then he tells Johnny, I saw what you did against all odds, and you are going to face Ryan Nemeth tonight. There we go. Bada bang, bada boom. Great opening with the system. ABC promo. They're going after those tag team championships. We get a Frankie promo, digital exclusive, because he has a match tonight with Ace Steel. Then we go into Spitfire versus the Hex. Fun match for what it was. Spitfire for the win. Then we get the Hardys. They cut a promo. I thought we were going to get more Jeff Hardy on the show, but we do not. Matt is pissed, with what happened with Rebecca and stuff like that. But he says, hey, we are, this isn't over yet. And the Hardys are pissed. And we don't even hear from Jeff. It's mostly Matt and his passion and stuff like that. And Rebecca's like, Alicia, and Matt called her a bitch. And I was like, damn, all right, let's keep building on this. Kushida, I was like, hey, long time no see, pal. Guess he showed up in the pre-show, which I didn't get to see for Against All Odds, but he's on sound check and bizarreness going on there. I was going to the street fight right now. Frankie Kazarian versus Ace Steel. They beat the shit out of each other, but of course Frankie Kazarian got the win. He had a big thing on NXT this past week, being in that Battle Royale, so that was a lot of fun. And the fact they're showing NXT footage is just like, damn. But Frankie, he starts beating up Ace Steel after the match, even though he beat him. And here comes I Believe in Joe Hendry, bum, bum, for the save. Mustafa Ali, behind the scenes footage, someone's holding a camera. This is the fallout of his match, what happened. And he's like, hey, I want a State of the Union address next week on iMPACT. And he tells Singh, like, you'll get it set up now. Mustafa Ali's like, hey, we gotta rebrand my image for that leak footage from Against All Odds. We gotta do this. And then we go into some really strange shit. PCO and Stephanie Lander the date. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I don't know if I like this or not. But here comes First Class interrupting the date. AJ and Swan. And the part that made me pop, besides the weird spaghetti and the black ooze juice and everything like that, was the fact that they beat up PCO. You know, AJ takes a sip of the wine. He goes, you know what's the thing about cheap wine? You know, your head hurts the next day. And bam, they get PCO. They tie him in the corner. And Steph D. Lander, like, slaps AJ. And I was like, oh, shit, what's going to happen here? And then, oh, my God, AJ put her through a table. Because I was like, oh, shit, man. That is, holy shit moment in my head. Putting his hands on Steph. And PCO in the corner. You know. So we're definitely building that story. Then Ash by Elegance versus Heather Reckless. Ash gets the win, of course, and, you know, she's mocking Jordan Grace, but Jordan Grace comes out afterwards, and Ash by Elegance gets the upper hand, and we get a promo afterwards from Jordan Grace, and she's like, hey, I'm gonna go to Santino. I'm gonna put an end to this. Me and you, once and for all. Then we go into JDC versus Ryan Nemeth, and JDC is Johnny Dangle Curtis. Fun match. Of course, Johnny gets the win. The system comes out. They start beating up Ryan, and guess who's not too far behind? Nick Nemeth. He runs out there. He's like, I gotta save my brother. I gotta save my brother. Then we get into the Slammiversary qualifier match, the road to Slammiversary. Josh Alexander versus Eric Young. Two vets here putting on a great match, and Josh Alexander got the win, and we got some hugs. We got some respect from the two. So Josh Alexander is getting another shot at that World Heavyweight Championship at Slammiversary. So there we go. That's Impact. I really enjoyed it. I give it a 4 out of 5. My match of the night. Oh, my goodness. I got to say, Josh Alexander and Eric Young, man, they're just two vets in there just doing their damn thing, and they have the skills and talent to put on a great match. So weird part of the night was PCO and Steph D. Lander, but I am interested in this story, especially with them in First Class, and I want to know what's going to happen to AJ after what he did to Steph. So that's it. That's all. Drop those comments below. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. This is Impact June 20th, 2024. Matthew and Tom on commentary. And we got Slammiversary is coming up. And it's going to be my first Slammiversary to watch. And I know I'm going to enjoy it. I'm just enjoying myself with all this wrestling. All right, y'all. Drop those comments below. Share the bum down on Walmart. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Get yourself that sweet nWp logo created by Penta X. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life. Brother.
It's so nice to be on a date with a normal guy for once. I've dated so many weirdos.